This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers offense will have the football first. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform.
He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. They're going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The give on the option. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Stevens. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Makes the grab on 3rd. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Sharp. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Ebby. Fires to the right. And they're not on the same page there. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now the read option. Quarterback pulls going left. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first three possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jet sweep headed to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ebby. There's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hoffman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hoffman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Scanning the field, it's Ebby. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over Utah. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his back. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Quick release on the RPO. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Atlanta. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the 2nd half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Ebby. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Powers through the defender. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Running back searching for a hole. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking downfield, it's Ebby. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
He lost one down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Panthers. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Marshall now lines up, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Ebby. Gets it out quickly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hoffman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Quick handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Georgia State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Calls his own number. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looking to throw, it's Ebby. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. The play-action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the left side. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Panther! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Ebby. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires left. picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And some room to work. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hard running there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Finds us back in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Murray. Brought down at the 20-yard line after clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Headed to the end zone. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch and run for 6.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.